EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air.
Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Play action. Now O'Connell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Back to throw. O'Connell.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they'll stop him at the 1-yard line, but small consolation there following the turnover. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Deontay Foreman
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. That's some strong running. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now O'Connell. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And they go play action here with O'Connell. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw here, O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there of 22.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Here's O'Connell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. No surprise there, 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Looking to throw on second down, Fields.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it to slot receivers? But all you guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there, showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Now Fields going to keep it running left.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Fields going to hurry his guys to the line.
From the 30 on second down.
Fields. That pass complete to Moore.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Oh, this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter returning it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He lets it go deep for Mayer.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. O'Connell. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And O'Connell now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now motion left with Mooney. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A play fake, now Fields to throw. On the move to his left. His throw incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A give left side here for Herbert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Fields throw complete here to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First target, first catch, and a first down. They'll toss it out right to Herbert. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Buying time to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. Fields now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
At the 19-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
And now they'll shift things around. Now it's O'Connell. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies.
That's to Moore, and he's got it. Touchdown, Bears. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing, O'Connell. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fakes the handoff, now O'Connell to throw.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long. O'Connell now. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. A 4th down pass interference call.
And everyone works hard on 3rd down. That's usually the money down. Get off the field. It intensifies when it's a 4th down. You think you've got it done. You think you've completed the play. Instead, you see a flag. Pass interference gives them a new set of downs.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
On 3rd and 1, O'Connell.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll go for it. O'Connell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles, so the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
He'll let this go deep for St. Brown.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago